Ready for battle.
And we're going off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first round of UCLA versus OCC.
It's going to be an interesting
Let's get
start
this
off
started.
right now. It's going to be the first map is going to be Busan right now. It's going to be, I want to see how the compositions are going to be different this time around with these two teams. Will they opt out for the same things, or will they try to switch it up this time around?
Capture the objective.
So, right. Okay, so compositions are being made right now. Still thinking about where they're going to go. Right now, we are seeing a hog wrecking ball. There's not a lot of shield there. You do have a lot of aggressions with wrecking ball going in with the hog. You also have a soldier Pharah. You can maybe force the Pharah here, but soldier is definitely a weak pick overall.
And there is a first pause already as we have another technical issue once more.
Yep, apologies for that, everybody.
He's not moving this way. Wait, did I lose him?
Yeah, it's Control Shift Plus.
Where's the...
Just hold on.
Now traveling to Busan. Initiating match.
And we're in downtown.
And now we're back. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Now we're in downtown Busan.
Yep, downtown Busan this time around. Last time we saw an interesting composition coming out. I saw a soldier, a wrecking ball, and a hog tank line. Not typically the tank line that you run on Busan or just in general as a composition. I definitely don't like the soldier pick. I can definitely tell you that for sure. Soldier's extremely weak during this meta. I wouldn't very much like him. I mean, if you can force him, you can force him. But overall, still, he's not very strong. At least just personally, just from overall, just in this current meta at least.
What are you talking about? Blizzard says that he's one of the top 10 played most heroes.
As probably like the top 10 most fed.
Don't worry.
Still, overall,
Pause it again? Yeah, pause it right now. I'm gonna have another pause because someone's keyboard isn't working.
unfortunately so, but you know, we're just gonna have to. It wouldn't be an AMP esports stream here without a few pauses between there and there.
Unfortunate enough, but let's talk about the comp that's being picked right now.
They don't know. It's supposed to know. Yep, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to wait a bit until we get that another issue fixed right now. Sorry about that, folks.
Generally, like the third person when you're like grouped up. Before they fighting, I like to do a third and then first, and then we'll show it first.
All right, now the issue has been fixed as we're getting right back into it.
We're gonna start out the game once more right now. We're gonna see right now the compositions are being made. And it seems right now that for both, it's going to start off with a Hog Orisa, very classic composition between two tank lines right there. It's going to be a Widowmaker here. We do have a lot of side lines to play around with her. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And with the Pharah, can apply a lot of pressure. We're going to start off with the fight right now.
The Pharah coming in. Doing some great poke damage with the skies up above.
Yeah, so right now, Farah is getting a lot of fight right now, but right now it is going to be UCLA going on to point first for right now. They do have the McCree to try to shut down that Farah right now. They do also have a lot more. They do have a lot more staying power, especially with that Sigma giving all that extra barrier right now to keep them more sustained right now. Amplification Matrix is out. Navashik picks up one pill right here. Coliseum picks up another. Everything's going in the favor of UCLA. Oh, before it does shut down Navashik, but the point will be going right now to the favor of UCLA.
Unfortunate for the side of OCC as they were picked off one by one.
It's going to be here, just overall, just really good performance right here from UCLA's Baptiste Navashik, I believe it's his name. He's going extremely powerful right now. Just landing overall, just that accuracy, and again, just the spread from the Baptiste can be Christian lands. The Hanzo does find a kill. That's 2 kills right now. OCC's right here, that's 3. And again, they're going to have to give up the point right here, unfortunately, right now. And it's going to be a fight back with OCC right here. Nyana is in, that's 1, that's 2. Just kind of free firing into the corner. And that'll be point for them right here.
Very good picking off right there from the side of OCC as Los Angeles LAMC Eagles 0. Fanfare right there. Was able to pick off 2 with alongside of the Zenyatta.
Yeah. And right now it's just gonna they do for OCC does have a Transcendence. They do have Infrasight in order to try preventing for this attack right now. However, UCLA Euphoria picks up 1 kill
on Salty.
Yeah, Euphoria picks up that beautiful pick right here, but Shivanu answers back and gets the accretion kill. Oh, Transcendence is out though. Shivanu still has does have Gravitic Flux right here. He looking for it. The pull, the flux. Everyone goes up.
To get the hook, but unfortunately the Hog with the heal manages to resist all the damage coming in. But Slayer grabs, securing a double kill, and he falls to the Orisa.
Unfortunately, yeah, the whole Hog just able to free fire into that small area. Everyone's getting pushed against it to the wall. Full damage of the whole Hog just coming in through, just utterly decimating the enemy team right now.
Unfortunate for the side of UCLA as they were doing fantastic with that Sigma, but he did get caught out.
Yep, he got hooked in by the Roadhog and he essentially just got free fired in to take the full brunt of a whole Hog. It just immediately gets shredded by the teammate.
Experimental barrier did just break right now. Let's see how much health is going to go back into it. The hook
comes in.
The hook onto the McCree. The ultimate coming in to keep the McCree up alive. Orisa dropping the bongo. 7 securing a kill on Slayer grabs.
Yeah, Transcendence was forced in order to try to keep the Orisa alive, but Salty has fallen. They're just still on the point. He's still contested. Doesn't get to pick up on Euphoria. Just got another pick on Shivanu.
Jet is securing a kill right now as he's going to push him through into the Orisa.
Eagle picks up another one.
It looks like OCC will take the point once more.
Yeah, and still favoring OCC hitting to 85%. One more clean team fight like that, and this point will go in their favor right here. Right now, UCLA do have Amplification Matrix. They do have the Dragons. If they can time it well with a good halt right here, they could be huge. But they can at least try to pull Eagles.
Coming into blue.
Salty just hits in order.
Zenyatta, the ultimate coming in as they all get pulled right into it. The Zenyatta securing a double kill for the side of OCC.
It's just not enough. There's not enough sustained. Shivanu just fighting for his life, but he's just gonna start getting shredded.
But unfortunately, Sigma will fall, and OCC looks like they will take the first point, and it is a double kill for the side of OCC from thanks to the Zenyatta.
And it'll be 1 point right now for OCC going in, pretty dominating right now, going off into the second point.
Great plays from the support of OCC.
So going back into this game, so we are still good. Unfortunately, the Farah did prove a lot of problems right now to deal with, but unfortunately we were able to shut it down. But once OCC got into that point, it was just really hard to get them off, just because just that heavy, just all that damage that the Roadhog and the self-heal that he gets from himself, and landing the perfect hooks at the right time, just makes it so much harder to go into them. Going headfirst into a Roadhog can be so dangerous with all those shotgun damage right now. But right now, we're going to be seeing, again, this time it's going to be a Roadhog Wrecking Ball composition this time around.
We're going to see something very interesting. As this is not something normally you see, as Wrecking Ball is considered to be a hybrid of an off-tank and a main tank, and Roadhog is certainly much more of an off-tank. Farah
it's gonna
putting
be
into poke damage.
it's interesting. They are UCLA are working themselves onto the point. Something that has
Slayer
fallen.
Gap securing the kill
That's-
on the support. But looks like
No.
Farah does secure a kill on the support of UCLA.
And Euphoria does pick up 2 kills on Soldier, who I still think he's useless, but I mean he's making it work, so it all works out for him.
It works when there's no shield to hide behind.
Yep, if there is no, unfortunately, when both his shields are just easily free fire. Yep, Euphoria is just easily free firing into the openings that he can find right now. Just the disturbance that this Wrecking Ball is causing in the backline can be so annoying to deal with, especially. But it seems that Shimano has opted out to switch out from the Sigma into the D.Va. So it's going to be interesting to try to like mitigate some of this damage from this Pharah and maybe just feel easier for the supports right now. Especially when you're running an Ana who doesn't have a lot of escape, and with this Soldier who's just going into your backline free firing. But right now Euphoria is caught out a bit. He's forced to use the biotic field.
Looks like Euphoria will be getting caught out. Hailking securing the kill onto the Pharaoh. Would he go in with the kill? But unfortunately, he does fall to the Orisa. The ultimate coming in from the Zenyatta, trying to keep up his teammates. The ball coming in once more. The hook landing in. The ultimate, the whole hog, pushing everyone into the wall in the corner. But he does fall to the Orisa once more.
Unfortunately, it's just not enough. Okay, a Nana Boost going into Hasidian for no. I don't really understand why Nana Boost was invested right there. It seems to be maybe just to try to save his life. However, the point will be going right now to the favor of UCLA. And again, the lack of shields, once you get on the point with that Orisa, it's super hard to get you off. You really need to try to shove that Roadhog in there, and then the Soldier gets picked off. It's just Hasuan gets 1 pick on them, on Eagles right there, and it's just going to start pushing forward with all of this, with all these kills, getting more space for your team right here. Just overall, just good plays right here from the side of UCLA.
This is very much indeed. Again, this is a very interesting pick from the side of UCLA, as they did take the D.Va. She can be punished easily by that Roadhog. And the triple kill from the Pharah.
The Pharah coming down with the barrage, going into the unsuspecting backline, going in and just shredding them off with the Justice.
Incredible plays from the side of OCC.
Yeah, beautiful barrage right there coming in from Eagle right there. And now they have retaken a point. It is 79%. 2 team fights can bring this into the favor of UCLA right here. Still, they can look to punish the fact that, you know, it is a Soldier and there is a Zenyatta in the backline. The composition they are running with right now, it makes it very hard to try to go into this Pharah though, and into their backline, because it is an Orisa. You're literally looking just to bunker down in the spot and kind of like survive it out. Oh, Hasuan lands a headshot.
Oh, the ultimate coming in from Ball. He finds. Ooh, and it looks like McCree dropping a quarter HP, but he does fall to the Pharah. It's a double kill for the Pharah. Ball coming in as he pushes McCree into the ultimate. Pharah securing another kill. Another double kill for the side of OCC.
Yeah, Jet's able to land massive mines right there, able to split up everyone right there, forcing the immortality field right there. See, the thing with this composition that they're running right now, you have a lot of this, like you have a lot of just Hammond going into your backline and just disturbing all of that. And you also have Pharah with concussive blast, keeping people out of position right there, splitting people up, making it easier to pick off that Hanzo, pick off the McCree. Most importantly, trying to pick off the McCree and or that Ana who have no mobility.
The ultimate coming in on the McCree. The McCree beating alive thanks to the immortality field. But it looks like Hanzo will drop
Eagle
HP
finds
and
a kill
fall.
They're going in. Shimano uses bomb in order to try to survive though, but it's still not enough. They're trying to contain the point. They're still doing it. Full hogs that though.
But it looks like we'll be able to kill this Baptiste, but the ultimate coming in to save the Baptiste. Ball coming in to save as well. He's trying to do some damage onto this whole hog, but unfortunately he does fall to one single normal auto shot.
Which is huge, and still the point hold on here. OCC still got an amplification matrix out. The hook, the pull is just overall annihilated. Tracer on 7 gets destroyed. And then the barrage just for safe measure. They can't touch this point, and the game will be going to the favor of OCC.
First round going to OCC as they take the first point of the game.
Now, overall, just like their composition was able to perfectly split up all of UCLA's teammates during this game. Just like all of like that mayhem that the Hammond can cause from the backline, and just again, yeah, Eagle's able to land 3 kills with the barrage before being shut down with Spy 7 there.
What it really really good game for the side of OCC when they played against UCLA. This was a very good first map for the side of them. We will be taking a quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back into the next game.
Amplified is proudly partnered with GOM Diaz, Gaming, Art, and Motion. iBuy Power, superior performance, reliability, cutting-edge technology, family productions make iBuy Power the authority in PC gaming.
All right, welcome back to the second round of OCC versus UCLA as we're going to get into an assault map right now. The map is Volskaya Industries.
It's going to be definitely Volskaya Industries. It's going to be the pick here for UCLA. They did lose the first game right here, so it's going to be interesting to see how they. It seems they did have a lot of trouble with that Farah and with that Hammond causing all that mayhem in the back line, and then with just the Farah essentially free firing into it and just doing all that free damage right there. There really wasn't any way to just shut her out.
All right, let's get right into this second round of OCC versus UCLA. So you were complimenting the Farah and how they were struggling with it.
Yeah, it's just like, it seems like there was not really a lot to do. It seems like their attentions were split. We're trying to deal with either the Hammond in the back line or just trying to deal with the Farah. You did have the Orisa, so your plan was just pretty much just sit on point, but when you have the Hammond bullying you from the back and just the Farah in the sky just free firing onto everybody, it's just like a lot to deal with, and you kind of have to think of which one you're gonna prioritize going into first, or just which one you're gonna go. Majority of the time, you should probably be ignoring the Hammond as best as you can. He's just like, he doesn't really have a lot of ability to just straight up kill you, especially when you're all sitting together, huddled up as a group. It's mostly the Farah that you really have to watch out, because she's just looking to chunk you down low enough, and then for the Hammond to just get you out of position to just start, you know, essentially just get you in a position where you don't want to be and just get instantly deleted by either the Hog or anybody else who's got a free line of sight on you.
We are seeing some super interesting picks when it comes to the side of OCC and UCLA, as they both are doing something that is both off meta.
Very off meta. And right now we're gonna start off right here with OCC's gonna do a pharmacy Tracer and a Tracer DPS here. They still are choosing to run the Hammond. They do have a D.Va to try to protect them. He's going in right now. Eagle is free firing into it right now. They do have Allison right here on the McCree to try to deal with it. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be landing any shots right now. Seven right here. He's also on the Hanzo. They're getting flanked from both sides. Zenyatta's is
and this Zenyatta securing a kill on the Hanzo on 7 as he manages to single-handedly take him off. But it looks like he's going to take on the Orisa once more, and he manages to get out with his life, and they take first point.
Yeah, OCC just hits UCLA from every possible angle and just slowly starts picking them off by one. It's like a huge mob attack from all sides coming in at once. And UCLA wasn't very sure to which side to go for, where they could go. Are they going to go for the... You go for the Zenyatta on the side, you go for the Farah coming from the top lane, or you go for the Hammond going in your back line. You have to choose which side you're going to go for. If everybody's so split up, you can attack as a force on a single point.
That is very much. That is so true right now, what you're just saying. And it looks like they're going to break into the Orisa shield. Very valuable part when it comes to playing double shield. This Zenyatta just doing crazy damage as he's being able to just take care of that shield. He does not fear for his life. And it looks like Shinabu is going to be ultimate. And he does to get a secure kill on the ball. It looks like a barrage is going to be able to kill the Hanzo as the rest is coming in.
He does bring it back. Eagles back into the game right now. He's just going to start free firing. It's just going to be free shots everywhere. Annihilating everybody one by one. It seems like UCLA just can't deal with this Farah. Just essentially just getting away with so much, and it's going to be a doofus to try to contest, but it isn't going to do much, unfortunately.
The powerhouse that is this Farah and this Zenyatta, who are just taking picks left and right. Euphoria joining in on that trio.
Just coming back in right now. Gramps is just out there free firing, killing right now. Just again, UCLA just doesn't know how to deal with this Farah. She's just kind of all over the place, and just this overall mob attack mentality from the side of OCC is just essentially just picking them off slowly.
4 minutes and 58 seconds, almost 5 minutes of what they were looking for.
Just this.
Initiating match.
Just like extremely good time here for OCC. It's going to be interesting to see how UCLA answer back again. They're running a very compositional comp that, you know, it's very meta-like, but right now, but it seems just like overall OCC's just their off-meta picks here are just overall just their team fighting and their mechanics are just picking them off slowly one by one. It's just it's in this type of composition, the way that I see that you can defeat it is that you have to go for one of the flankers going in. You can't put all your attentions on the wrecking ball. Just the ability for him to escape is just too difficult. Like it's so slippery to deal with. It's just unless you have a bunch of CC to deal with, you can also like, you're not gonna be able to keep him there.
No, yeah, there's going to be a lot of difficulty when it comes into that ball, when it comes into that Pharaoh as well. But it just seems to me that they're just trying to stick on this double shield meta rather than trying to play counterplay. And it looks like we might see a change for this Sigma.
We are looking right now. Okay, he's gonna be switching out to a Winston.
Interesting pick, especially on defenses. Winston is primarily very helpful, much more on attack.
Yeah, you can run defensive Winston. It's just a little difficult. You have to play a bit more passively, and it's gonna be a Genji pick. At this point,
it's full dive.
It's essentially a full dive team. Yeah, it is full dive with an Ana. I think this is just kind of disappointing. Oh, but it is going to be a Winston answer back right now. The RTP with the Symmetra right now. They are going into the back line right now, and OCC is very much aware. Halcyon is switching off the Symmetra right now. Oh, Johnny is going in. He is getting poked out very much right now with the bubble. He has to poke out right now, playing in and out. That's how you do it with Winston. Slow and steady. You can't go into heavily aggressive nature.
Kill. Ooh, looks like
that's 2 kills right now in the favor right now. 3 kill. Alice picking up right now on OCC. This is going to be Slayergram still. He gets
Slayergram's almost coming out on the side of the map, but he does recall right back in. It looks like Slayergram's going to secure a double kill for himself on this Lucio. But it looks like he's going to go start going in for the tank, but he does fall to Johnny.
Unfortunately, though, even with Slayer there, he wasn't able to. He doesn't have enough kill power to wipe out whoever's right, especially with the Moira, who just keeps spewing out so much healing, keeping everybody healthy at the moment.
And that's first point for the side of OCC.
Yeah, it's just like overall, still good time right here for UCLA, answering back to that aggressive nature that OCC got during their first push. So, okay, so now he's going to have a small poke right here right now. Johnny's they force a recall. They can go aggressive right now, but he does get a pick on the Moira though.
The pulse bomb does miss. Unfortunately, no one gets killed with it, but Slayer does secure a kill on the Moira. Rated shield, balls coming in and trying to get a slam, but unfortunately he doesn't have the ability to go in, dive, trying to chase after this ball.
He doesn't get 2 kills with the Doomfist, but he is unfortunately too far, and he does get punished for it.
And that is a double kill on for the Doomfist, as he does get paid for his life by the ball.
Random does start getting hit, but he almost gets popped himself. This is the Tracer from Slayer right here. It's just too slippery, he's too fast, moving all over the place. You can't really keep up with him right now, and it just seems they're going to be trying to be sending. They are aware that, you know, he's still in the back line. He's still poking out right now. They got to be fully aware with that. Meanwhile, while he's in the back line, they're going to start forcing right now the 4-1. Alien, if she picks up the kill, Doomfist is down right now, so that they do have the advantage right now. Johnny goes down as well. There's a lot of sustain left.
UCLA's Zenyatta is taking care of Winston, but it looks like Helicon won't be going
They're
forward.
still on the point though. Back to back line.
The pulse bomb coming in, and unfortunately no one gets killed by the pulse bomb, but it looks like it's a double kill from Euphoria with the ultimate. It's a triple kill from Euphoria.
Yeah, just
Great plays overall from Euphoria, as he did manage to save the point.
yeah, just a huge double kill right here for Euphoria, picking it up with that Diva play right there. Beautiful right there to see. Also, they still are sitting on 3 ultimates right there, almost full. Mines are almost up. They do have the Meteor Strike in order to get away and get out just in case things go back. This amplification matrix is out. The shooting does get the kill on right there for Doofus.
The ultimate was wasted, but it looks like they're going to be able to try to get into this. Ball trying to come in with the flank. Tracer coming into quarter HP of health. Whereas the only thing that she could do is just right click from far away distance as she's trying to go in for the kill. The ultimate coming in from Vincent, but it looks like the mines will be able to kill 7. 7 does actually take the kill with him. The ultimate coming in. Will it be the juggling, the great juggling coming in, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to get a kill, or the D-Mech, the ultimate coming in from Hazak, as he is going to be going. Say again, securing a kill on Holycon, but unfortunately there is an ultimate kill coming in on the Baptiste. The low quarter HP, he does throw out of orb, but unfortunately he does fall. Slayer again securing another kill for the point, another double kill for Slayer.
And OCC holds strong still, not even giving up a tick during this push. It really looked like it was going to go for the favor of UCLA there for a minute, but they were able to hold strong and keep going though. Huge and very good strong plays right here for the side of OCC right now. Still, they we are going to keep in mind, before it did lose the mech overall, that he's going to choose to try to get back into mech to full charge instead of just going to the side of the cliff to reset. It might be a little bit difficult. He is 89, he's very close. Not much going to be lost here if he can remech in the next few seconds, and remech is here.
Doofus will go in, but he does get, and the platform saves him!
Comes into the back line, and he's just free fine, but he does get picked off, but the work's already done. Two people have already fallen for the fight.
For both sides, Jafura securing the double kill for himself after he does goes in, and Slayer securing the double kill for himself as well.
Yeah, Slayer just picks up 2 kills right there, and they're essentially going to send everybody back into spawn, into buying more time for his team right there. We're sitting almost now at 2 minutes. No ticks are left. The ult efficiency right now for OCC is still very strong. They have amplification matrix. They're closing online. And while on the other side, UCLA only are seeing they're gonna have coalescence ready for the next fight. They're really gonna be looking for an eco push right now. At the moment, Slayer is just right now doing 3 parts.
Ooh, the jebaited hook.
Very close hook right there. Almost got but not yet, fortunately. Oh,
the Doofus punch does get lines onto the Roadhog, but he tries to go in with the hook, but he does miss. The ultimate coming in as Baptiste does get a kill on the Roadhog, and it's a double bomb!
Euphoria with another double kill with the ultimate, again denying another advance from UCLA here, buying more and more time, almost nearing the 1 minute mark right here. And that was only, I believe, yeah, just the amplification matrix and the Diva Bomb used to stop that right there. And we will however have Mines and Transcendence ready for the next fight though, and Trace and Pulse Bomb. They will have Coalescence, however, their Pulse Bomb on their own. Coalescence is out. They're going in for an aggressive push.
Pulse Bomb does manage to land onto no one. The ultimate coming in from Ball, the Mines.
Sandon picks up 1. Both the supports pick up 2 kills. Bouncing, that's 1. That's 3 kills right now. That's 4. However,
this doesn't look good for the side of OCC, as UCLA has managed to take out 4 of them. Ball coming in just to get people off the point. He does get Sunhour, and unfortunately he does lose grapple to pound, and he does get slain. The ultimate coming in from Ziana, just solid a little bit. The uppercut coming in as well. Tracer coming in back in, and she's trying to get some poke damage onto the McCree. McCree dropping the quarter HP, but it looks like Tracer will recall into going. The heal coming in. The McCree ultimate, and unfortunately he does fall to the Tracer. Slayer going in once more, and he's picking up another health pack. Yaboy Jin coming in with the Zenyatta kill. Salty is coming in with the Lucio boop as well, and he goes in with Mora securing the kill on the DPS, because everyone knows that Mora is a DPS player. The slam coming in as well. It looks like it's going to be a double slam as Doofus coming in with the Salt. Salty securing the kill once more onto the Doofus. The ball coming in as well, and it drops to overtime in 2 seconds. It's a 4v1, it's a 4v2, it's a 3v2. It's just a chaotic point as well as the ultimate comes in, and they C9!
Unfortunately, they just couldn't be able to touch the point just with the Coalescence being shoved down that choke point. They really couldn't. He either had to choose to try to die for it or going for the point, but it is going to be a 2-2 right now, but the favor still a favor of OCC with a 4-minute time bank and going right now, so it's going to be a massive advantage for their favor right now.
To my correction, they did get booped off a point, so it's not a C9.
Unfortunately, yeah, it is not a C9. It will not be a C9 like we saw last game, but this time OCC will be trying to end this soon right now. I do believe UCLA did finish with time. Did not finish with time. They had to go into OT. So right now they're just going to be trying to defend, and I believe it's going to be first tick to end it here. So they could OCC could opt out for the same composition they ran last time.
The true struggle is for the superiority of ideals.
They could opt out for the same composition. They could go for that heavy. They can go from all directions and just go with that Pharah, go with that wrecking ball that just is going to cause all that mayhem from around the place.
Unfortunate for him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're gonna start off the round of the fight right now. It's just gonna be okay. It's gonna be still a Tracer. Pharah still up there. Again, we're looking for that composition that's gonna attack on all sides. It's gonna really gonna have to go for UCLA to see how they're gonna adapt to their competition and where their attentions are gonna go. They are backing into this hole right here and now into the mega right here into this hole. They are where the Tracer's right here.
Tracer's gonna come in from the flank a little bit, try to get in there.
Yana
doing a great job. He might get actually pulled off, but unfortunately, Diva, he almost falls off into the pit. Tracer going in on the kill on the
Seven-
Zenyatta. 7 securing the kill onto the Zenyatta.
And right now, Seven's just gonna be easily, he blinks off and just isn't able to get the pick off and kill. You're just gonna have to start reset right now. And then what are they doing right now? They're just chilling in the back line right now. I mean, you have 4 minutes. You have time to mess around. But I mean, it's still a very dangerous game you're playing with right now.
It's just a Pocket Mercy on top of a Pocket Tracer just getting pocketed right now. 7 trying to go in and do some damage on this. The ball coming out with his life as well.
And we have a lot of mobility here right now with the Tracer and the Mercy. You can just Guardian Angel to the teammates and buy enough time. But right now, the Pharaoh's just free firing right now into the back line right now. They have to pay attention. They have to either. Hatsuna picks up the kill on the Zenyatta though. But did he choose the Mirage? The Mirage picks up 2.
Almost picking up 3, but unfortunately, Sigma did have his kinetic grasp.
Hold up. He picks up still. Going for the rest. Valkyrie is up. They're able to get the kit. The rest is still up. Wait. It's still up. But is it enough? Unfortunately not. The mines come through. It's not enough. And then just Sigma just uses the shield and just clears up half the mines right there. And just like, use a poor use of mines right there. There was really no need. You still have 3 minutes. You can bide your time unless you're going to switch off the wrecking ball at the moment. Still, however, they are going to be opting out. They are going to be switching out the DPS line. They are aware that this Pharah did not do enough. Unfortunately, it takes too long to get the barrage going. And so they're going to be opting out to a Sombra. Hopefully, they do still have a lot of time bank left. They can get an EMP going for this team fight. That can make or break this point right here.
So we are going to see a
Sombra is
Sombra.
able to scare them right now, force out the flashbang away from the McCree. So now the Tracer can be going in a bunch of Transcendence is out. They're forcing themselves onto point right now. Another. They're aware. Alcyon doesn't have flashbang, so they're going to start going in for him right now. He's getting melted. He's going down. He's going down. Q gets him in. Sound barrier's out though. 7 gets a kill as he puts Zenyatta right here though.
There's a D.Va bomb coming in, but it looks like it won't be able to get to secure
Corey's not
anyone.
able to pick up a kill
It
this
was
time,
too high for anyone to be affected by it. The ultimate coming in from this Moira, as everyone knows, the Moira DPS, but she does get hacked by Sombra.
Yep, this hack cancels the call. Cancels the call. Unless it's unfortunately still not close enough to that EMP. The accretion hits. Hammond is getting really low right here. Slayer lands the close bomb though. Alcyon is down. Jet hits them. That's a lot of killing going on of the team.
This Baptiste
The
is just
Embers
keeping
going,
it.
Spartan gonna support. It's just an overall just a fight. But they're still off the point. They got halfway through that first hit. Jet to kill the post bomb. He just, and that'll be it. There's no one to contest, and that'll be game for OCC 2-0 going into the next game. As you can see, Euphoria getting amazing plays right there with those ultimates, with all those D.Va bombs right there, picking off 2 kills right there, being huge, denying the push right there for UCLA. Overall, just beautiful play right there for Euphoria.
Very good plays all around from OCC and UCLA, but ultimately we want to give the compliments to the D.Va bombs. We want to give compliments to the double kills that we kept seeing coming in from OCC.
Yeah, their composition of how they're able to just go and attack from a bunch of different angles and learning to adapt at the time, switching out, knowing that the Pharah isn't going to work out during that last push, and switching out to the Sombra to try to, force their backline and just put more pressure onto them, so the tank has to peel for them, so they can't fully stand on point. And at the end, it just wasn't enough. And just watching the Mercy getting that resurrect on the Hammond just to get more staying power and just buying all that time needed for everyone to come back and get those ultimates going.
The chaos that Hammond was creating for the side of UCLA and OCC was just good plays from both teams as well. The ultimates were coming in very in clutch for both teams, I want to say, but I do want to give more compliments to OCC's D.Va because those were just game-changing bombs.
Those were very strong game-changing bombs right there, buying incredible amounts of time, denying full team fights just with that one ultimate was huge going for them, going into their favor.
Now, speaking of game-changing, we're going to go ahead and start. We are going to go ahead and switch the map, but we'll be right back with a quick break.
Intibite is proudly partnered with Diaz, Gaming, Art in Motion. iBuyPower. Superior performance, reliability, cutting-edge technology, and timely productions make iBuyPower the authority in PC gaming.
All right, we're back as for the third round of UCLA versus OCC. We're gonna go into Kings Row.
This will be match point in the favor of OCC right now. We are sitting at 2-0 right now. It's a best of 5 game. So it's going to be interesting to see how if UCLA are able to pull out a reverse sweep right now. It's going to be an interesting to see because from right now, OCC is just kind of like doing these crazy comps right now where it's just they're running dive, they're running Hammond, and it's just overall just wrecking a lot of havoc over UCLA's team at the moment.
Something very interesting to see is that you don't see anymore, and it's Kings Row. It's Zarya Ryan.
It is a very indeed a Zarya Ryan map as you and me were a Zarya Ryan do at one point in our time. We were
the trash Ryan. I was
was-
the better Zar.
Yep.
Now I am the one who's turned into the master.
What? No, I'm still better than you.
You're not a better Zarya on PC.
Okay, that's different. I'm better than Ryan though.
You are a better Ryan than I am.
Regardless, though, besides that, it's gonna see OCC could pull out the Ryan Zarya if they want. It's
Possibly. I really think they're going to keep going back into the Pharaoh.
Yep.
Possibly Ball. I mean, his ultimate's kind of niche in this.
Ball in Kings Row is a bit more difficult to run. It's a lot more enclosed. Not a lot of open spaces to run away.
More than likely, we're just going to see Sigma or possibly.
Could be the Sigma Orisa.
Or Hog. Possibly.
Hog too. Could be. They could opt out for an Orisa Hog. For so far, we have not seen. We have not seen an Orisa Hog. I mean, we have not seen an Orisa Sigma yet from OCC. They've just been running Orisa Hog. So far, we've just seen Orisa Hog. We've seen Hog and Wrecking Ball. We've also seen just Wrecking Ball Diba and Diba Winston. We have not seen what's so far considered to be the most meta comp, which is the Sigma Orisa composition from OCC. So I like to say that they probably haven't given us the best show they have yet with that composition yet. They're kind of just putting on a show essentially right now with the composition.
Which, to be honest, I don't mind. I like seeing these different type of comps because if someone who plays Overwatch regularly, you do end up getting tired of seeing the same thing over and over again.
I can guarantee you, as someone who plays main tech myself, I get tired of playing Orisa so much. I'd much rather play literally anybody else at that point.
Everyone loves Orisa.
No.
And as we cut into the third round of OCC versus UCLA, Kings Row, where Tracer's from.
Yep. And it's going to be an interesting pick. Again, keep in mind, this is match point in the favor of OCC. If they take this map, they take the whole thing tonight. In a sense, going to be avenging their league team tonight. Will they be able to do it?
Let's see. Did you just say he's a big fan of Carefree? Carefree. Really? Out of all things in the world, you choose to be a big fan of Carefree? Why don't you be the #1 Chipsa fan?
Yeah, don't get caught cheating though. Carefree will be on you. You gotta watch out for that though. Right now though, so far it does, OCC is hovering over right now. It's just gonna be the Hammond and the Hog. We have seen it before. I think just a lot of annoying things to deal with. But on the other side, UCLA have opted out. They do have an Orisa, they do have the Sigma, but the only difference between this composition that we've seen before, it's going to be a Ana over a Zenyatta or a Lucio, just to get more. Again, it's almost the same problem that we have with the Zenyatta in the sense that she doesn't have a lot of hard disengages or ways to run away. She does have the sleep dart and the anti-nade, but she's still she can be very easily caught out. And right now Jetcha is on the Reinhardt, and is Reinhardt Hog this time around, and it is a soldier pick. I don't like soldier, but I mean so far they've been making it work with these wacky comps. They're all.
But it looks like they're trying to get control of high ground with the Tracer Soldier. Again, this wacky comp does include a Roadhog with the Reinhardt, which is something you
Before he gets to kill the backline though.
The flank works!
The flank from the soldier works. He's able to pick up the kill with the Helix rockets, and then just opening it up, getting attacked from both sides. And
team kill within the first 4 minutes of the game.
okay, so you know something's wrong when you're losing the soldier. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. You know, as someone says, I ban soldier.
Again, it's just like, yeah, you know the soldier's wrapping around. You know that the tracer's also wrapping around. You got to keep in mind.
Oh, he manages to get the hook on 7.
And 7 gets picked out with the Hog hook right there. They are shooting down the Rhine shield right now. But they are getting so much more ground.
Creating great space. This Roadhog is actually playing in their favor. it's allowing the essentially the hooks are just gonna hook onto everyone. There's no space to play around the hooks.
The suck
I know
comes in
it's
through
gonna
the
be ultimate, but 7 does secure a kill onto Slayer, but it's cost of the ultimate.
Yeah, but all this space that they're buying just right now, and it's just like it's. Right now, the Hog does get caught out of position. They have switched out to Reaper. The flanking shatter! Oh, but it's not enough. Too much CC. They immediately answer back and punish it.
And Salty securing a double kill for himself on the Reinhardt and the Zenyatta.
Yeah, and they're gonna force them back into spawn right now. Definitely gonna be going in their favor, and that's just like the problem with this composition at the moment. Hog just can't really do much, especially when there's a Reaper in play. He can easily just start bursting him down, slowly and slowly, just chunking him out, getting all that healing from that Hog. It's just very difficult to deal with.
Coming in, the disc, the frisbee being thrown out. So that would
Jack gets a pick. He gets
the ultimate comes in, and it's a two-man ultimate, and he does secure a kill onto the Tracer.
but does get hooked, and he's gonna start getting
Hog's
melted.
Coming in, the ultimate coming in the window. Ooh, and it's a double pulse bomb kill. And
Yep.
it's a tactical visor kill with that, and he does the whoop-de-wop, but unfortunately he does fall.
You can't whoop-de-wop a tactical visor. They're not gonna miss, unfortunately, there, and they are gonna win that team fight. Luckily, right there. Just overall, just that opening pick with Jet getting that charge pick onto Hallison's Reaper right there just means that Roadhog can now just essentially start walking around everywhere without having to worry about that Reaper to be bodyguarding any of the squishies.
Overall, just great plays. The team fights were really good. 7 does fall. 7 does secure a kill onto the Lucio. Reinhardt's being pushed back. He's trying to create some space with at least the grass, but it looks like that shield will fall at some point.
Yeah, it's a fly beat.
Trying to fortify so that way she can get a little bit more into it. We're going to cut into the Lucio coming out of spawn, and it's going to be a Helix round coming in onto Reaper.
Jet starting to find the shatter comes through, but it gets blocked.
We get to see a double shatter, but unfortunately
He gets
comes out of it.
deleted. Oh, Hallison goes in for a death blossom, but it's not enough before he has to run away. But he's got the whoop-de-wops, not enough. And he gets blown up in the end there by the Sigma.
Hog will try to whoop-de-wop this, but unfortunately Hog is too fat to do anything. And Tracer will go in as well to at least get into some poke damage.
And they're gonna still stay on this Reinhardt pick. Okay, I still don't think it's gonna be the best. It's very hard to try to push in as Reinhardt when there is especially when there's an Orisa, when you're trying to close that distance into her, and even if you do, she can just fortify to deny so much damage. You also have to worry about that Reaper when you're in close range, extra dangerous, and that Sigma just poking you out with the primary fire doing so much damage with the splash. Just that shield's going down. It's going down fast. Application Matrix is out. Bongo does come through for UCLA. There's the pulse bomb in the back though.
It does secure Bongo.
Oh!
And the window with the fire strike. That's just an instant annihilation to anyone's squishy. The ultimate coming up as well from the Sigma, but it looks like no one's going to be able to do anything from this. Great puck, some great poke damage from the side. Looks like the Pole's going to be able to get this Sigma ultimate back to charge.
And Jetshell gets another pick.
The position that he's in, he's not going to be able to do anything. And he does fall to Jet.
Yeah.
Jet securing the double kill once again.
Yeah, Jet picks up another kill with that pin right there. The Lucio just essentially just walks into the pin and just immediately gets destroyed right there. Jet does have another shatter right here. He hasn't yet have to land a successful shatter that doesn't either get blocked or get him killed. So let's see if he was able to change that streak right now.
What a true Reinhardt.
True Reinhardt going in for a flank shatter, dying, and then being like, what happened?
Where is Reinhardt? Ooh, but unfortunately the hook does get blocked by the shield. Coming in as well. Reinhardt's shield bringing
That Matrix is out.
The
whole hog!
coming in, but it looks like it's just melting Orisa. And Jet with the fire strike through the window.
Unfortunately, yeah. Oh,
And
Jet
Jet secure. He's
triple
going
kill.
in with the triple. Let's give him the quad. And unfortunately,
quad,
the Lucio
yes.
steals it because that's what Lucios do.
He's going in. Jet extremely pushing the aggression right now. He is waiting right now. It's going to be a passion pick. He's coming in for the swings. They're aware. Jet's coming in. He's pulled them back in.
Looks like there's a Lucio there, but unfortunately, they're both popped lamps just to keep each other alive.
Oh, put the pulse bomb onto the
as well.
passion.
And it looks like Tracer coming in on the kill onto. This is just a chaotic fight right now. I'm not even paying attention to see what's going on. Everyone just died.
So what happened is they got rolled.
Good lord, I need sleep.
Yep. OCC essentially outplayed that very well and just played Reinhardt and gave the necessary support in order for him to just go pretty much hand wild through the entire fight.
Really good plays from OCC as they did a really good job of just picking one off with each ultimate. Interesting enough, what I was expecting for that fight to happen was the Reinhardt dying, but the Tracer Bomb coming in to save it at the last second came in clutch.
Yeah, a lot of that. The Reinhardt's just getting a lot of free push, essentially. And I mean, it's hard to deal with, especially when they're not really punishing a lot of his aggression. Reinhardt right now is not very strong in the fact that, yeah, he can be punished very hard. His passive Steadfast does help out a lot to kind of, mitigate a lot of that, a lot of those boops and all of that movement, just kind of keeping him in place is a lot better, it's a lot stronger. But right now, we're going to go back into this game. Right now, it seems defending OCC this time around. It's going to be it seems they're opting out for an Orisa. They have a Doomfist on defense. They can work out very well.
The age-old tradition of Reaper punching after he reloads. For some reason, people think that cancels it, but really doesn't.
Not really understand why, but it is. I would like to point out that they are gonna pick a Reinhardt Orisa defense this time around. It seems that Jet really wants to play Reinhardt, like no matter what. But Slayer this time is gonna be playing Orisa. He's not gonna be switching out.
You see, Jet's a man of culture. He understands that even though Reinhardt sucks, Reinhardt's still good.
Reinhardt's still dope. Not gonna lie.
Arguably the best tank in the game, but that's just my business.
Yeah, but it is going to be an Orisa Sigma composition this time going around. The defense is found out. That's how he picks him up, but Euphoria picks up a double.
Euphoria picking up a double once more. They just closed the gap instantly. They were not expecting this push. Incredible. They almost got a team wipe within the first 2 seconds of the game starting.
7-0. Oh, he tried to sneak in a tick there, just almost able to right there, but they were able to react fast enough, not enough to get the tick there, fortunately there, and still, you see, OCC still have a lot of favor going into them, especially with Doomfist's mobilities. He's going to be able to get back onto the field pretty quickly. Shield still being protected pretty decently. Reinhardt is recharging behind the Orisa shield, pushing back on his shield. Euphoria's in the back line though. He picked up a kill on the left Sally on Salty right now. I'll see him still on the Reaper, but he gets punched, and it's not enough. But he just gets obliterated.
But Euphoria does secure a double kill once more, and 7 securing a kill onto the Doomfist, and Euphoria popping off as he goes in for a quadra.
Yeah, gonna be another quad pick right there. They're going in for Lucio, just trying to stall back, and they're just gonna force them back into the spawn point right here. Just gonna be slowly back in. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds at this point right now. OCC have 3 ultimates up right now. Death Blossom, Earth Shatter, and the Amplification Matrix. Slayer's very low though. Halcyon kills him. The double kill from the Death Blossom right here though. Halcyon gets sent towards back, but he had kills over here. It's gonna be the Reaper off right here. Who's the edgiest one here? Who's it gonna be? And it's gonna be Euphoria.
The true edge lord, as he doesn't even melee with his weapons. The gold guns, nothing says edge like gold guns.
He says edge and love for Reaper, like them gold guns going in for those twin hell shotguns.
Great plays from Euphoria, the great flame, the great Reaper. And it's gonna be a solo one?
He does have the ultimate though. I think he's just trying to force it out. Euphoria picks up a kill in the backline though. Here, the pull coming through, they have to back off. Halcyon gets it back.
Unfortunately falls to the ultimate edgelord. And it looks like it's gonna be a stun and the uppercut. The edgelord falls to the Doomfist.
Yeah, the bongo's just doing all so much damage. By the time they come to answer for Euphoria, it's already too late. He's already picked up 2 kills, and it's just up to the Doomfist to just clean up the rest. So much damage coming in the early amount of time though.
Unfortunately, the cleanup did come to the Lucio because for some reason the Lucio's like, hey, let me get the kills real quick.
Luckily, still this is still good though. Kills either way, doesn't matter who it's going to. Still goes for it. He's going for the boot comes in. Just have the Meteor Strike. Is there a pull?
Yes,
but the Immortality Field.
does come up. The Immortality Field as well.
Yeah, the
Immortality just crazy, but did I just hear Sigma's or just someone go, hey.
Immortality Field comes out. However, Salty does have to use Sound Barrier at that point before Euphoria gets a kill on his counter. It's now 5v5.
The window coming in.
One's missing a Reaper though, however.
Come on, make right click, start fanning the hammer.
Immortality Field's gone for OCC. They have a lot of priority. Oh, Immortality Field's out for UCLA right now. They're trying to keep up. That gets 1 kill. Doomfist is out. However, Euphoria kills Halcyon again one more time. Going in, forcing him to fight. 7 gets a pick.
7 manages to get the kill onto Lucio. Looks like the Reaper. The Reaper all
Oh, the boop is huge!
But Jet does secure a kill onto the Baptiste, and he's going in on the Orisa. Orisa going in hard.
Oh, the counter blossom, the counter blossom.
And it looks like Euphoria does fall to the enemy Reaper. The ultimate coming in as well from Sigma, but Hakon does end up getting a secure onto the Orisa.
Dawson's still alive though.
Getting a kill onto the Sigma. Tracer going in on Savage. He gets a secure a kill onto the McCree. Back in once more, and it's just a team fight right now. There's 8 seconds on the clock, and it looks like they're not going to be able to touch point.
They're gonna have to force a point right here. If they don't touch point, then this is gonna be the game right here. This will be all over if they're not able to touch. UCLA gonna go in. They touch. The overtime's going through. Halcyon goes in.
Baptiste's ultimate does have to come in, but unfortunately he does get pulled off.
Halcyon's in the back line. Ultimate's out. That's 2 kills. Amplification Matrix is still out though.
Unfortunately, that Cheddar wasn't
Long
able
goes
to
out.
do anything about it. It looks like Reaper's going to go in onto the
Long
Orisa,
gets
but
blown
he does
up.
manage to get the ultimate out of it. Overtime coming in, 3 versus 1. This Orisa's on a fight of her own against the Reaper as he's going in on the Baptiste, trying to contest the point any much longer. And Orisa's like, hey guys, what's up?
Essentially, pretty much, and UCLA on the brink of defeat are able to cap the point and still keep themselves alive in the series.
Very much so.
Yes, indeed. It's gonna be so right now still though UCLA are still in this game despite it there. It was a bare knuckle fight right there to the very end right there. It took a lot of going in mispositioning there for the favor of OCC. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they go forward going into right now. The OP definitely favoring right now UCLA. They do have a sound barrier, almost have a dead eye, so it's getting very good.
Enough as we just get to see the more of a slow game right now. Ultimate being charged up.
Oh.
Ooh, and the headshot flashbang coming in from 7.
Yeah, Doofus gets picked up perfectly at the right there. It's gonna be it.
The ultimate coming in, will it break the
There is
shield?
not enough.
And it secures a kill onto the Reinhardt.
That's 2 kills. Immortality field's out. They're just gonna run in. 7 gets another kill. And they're just gonna free push onto second point. What it looked like to be a surefire defeat for UCLA, they are able to bring this back. They're still in this game, going to pick up second point. They are still not willing to give up. They can still feel that there's still a win here somewhere.
And Reinhardt's trying to get a little bit of ult charge from this, but unfortunately his shield is going to break. This Sigma is just relentless onto him. This Orisa is trying to go in as well. Lucio's getting it caught out, and it's going to be 2 kills from the side of UCLA.
Yeah, and just UCLA again. Just his positioning from OCC right now. They're trying to do a lot of things,
Sigma ult as it gets double pull.
but they're gonna fall right into the immortality field. There is a Widowmaker in play now.
For some reason,
I
it's
do
just
not.
a Widowmaker there.
Euphoria has opted out to go into the Widowmaker at this point. I don't understand. I mean, you can land the shots, you can land the shot, but at the moment, it just doesn't seem like you're shooting shields. You're not really doing much here. But if you're still looking for the openings right here, you're gonna have to find a better positioning right here. But still, Salty still has sound barrier. If they do try to come in right now with that Earth Shatter, as long as Salty's still up, they can sound barrier and deny that. All this shielding, landing a good shatter is gonna be so powerful. The pole!
Map.
It's huge, everyone's coming
Very
in!
big. It's a huge shatter. Jetco securing in with 4 assists and 2 kills of his own.
And that pull is just enough to open it up, and that hook from the Roadhog right there is just able to open it up and just make it that OCC can essentially start pushing in hard onto the enemy. Euphoria has backed and gone to switch into the McCree over the Widowmaker. The Widowmaker is really not going to get a lot of value, especially in this fight right now. I mean, as the McCree here, you're really looking to shut down your that Reaper when he comes in. You try to flashbang and try to, layer in some C, but 7 gets a pick on the Doofus. That's gonna be an open up. They're gonna push. They're gonna push right now. Bong comes down. Sarah gets another pick though, but it's
another kill off the map. The Reaper does a kill onto the Baptiste. Sigma getting a kill onto the main taken to Reinhardt. But it's gonna be an Orisa onto the Roadhog. McCree getting destroyed by Halcon.
Yeah, but it's still in the favor of UCLA. They are going to try to stop points. They're going to try to... The Deadeye comes through, but Soundbearer is still going. 7 gets annihilated.
Slammed by the Doofus. Shield coming onto the Doofus. That way he can keep him alive. The Sigma ultimate trying to get everyone off of the point.
Oh! And went right off the map, trying to punch the Orisa off. That might be just too much right there. That fight right there, would it be enough? They're still on point though. Sarah gets another pick right there on Salty. They're pushing off, they're pulling back. There's only 30 seconds left on the clock. Again, this is for match point. If they're not able to end here, that'll be the end for UCLA's run in this game.
They have to play it smart here. They either have to go in all in, or they can go in for a cheeky little play.
Eagles have switched out to the Maid. They're going to start for a more difficult. They do still have a Bastion right now. They do have an Orisa and a Rohag. They need to find a pick right now. UCLA. Slayer gets another kill.
But
Another
gets
pull.
another kill, pulling him off the map. They decided to go into the Bastion. You know what? They said, let's do cheese.
But Bastion's right here. 7 picks up another kill. It's still in favor of UCLA here. They can still find a win. Immortality field is out. Out of position right here.
Looks like going to be able to continue them on to the point.
Nobody's on point. Nobody's on point.
They managed to get the objective.
Oh, but they do finish on overtime though. So OCC, all they need is a single tick and they can take the map.
They decided to sit the Bashing in the corner and not put him onto the payload. That's an odd choice if you ask me.
It is an odd choice. I guess they were opting out for a more defensive stat, a more defensive positioning for the Bashing at the moment. It was very just to try to keep him on, but yeah, but once that happens, just those picks overall, that Bashing can't get to the point fast enough to try to contest it. If there's any silver lining, at least for OCC, is that they did finish with time in the bank while UCLA did not. So all that will need to be finished is a tick on the point here for them to win.
We just happened to see the best NA Doomfist player in the world as he just managed. He did at least try it, but unfortunately he did fall off the map.
Yeah,
Chipsa would be proud. As
Chipsa
Chipsa says, I'm so incredibly unlucky.
that was so incredibly unlucky.
So incredibly unlucky.
Yep, had only that Orisa been there, you probably wouldn't have died. Fortunately though, for UCLA, that did not happen. They are still in this game, and all they have to do is just defend this for now, and you should be fine, unfortunately, for them.
Also interesting pick too when you decided to go to the Widowmaker when absolutely nothing came out of it.
Yeah, again, another Widowmaker pick that wastes a lot of time that don't really need to right now at the moment. So we're gonna see how this is about to go right now. They do have 2 minutes on the clock. They do have some time to play with right now. They are gonna opt out for another Tracer and Soldier 76 great flank of Destiny essentially right now, and see if they're gonna be able to get another pick like they did last
They're
time.
just trying to create pressure onto the backline. They know if they just get them off a point, this is just going to be an easy cap.
Euphoria.
Like,
The rotations. The rotations are way cleaner on the side of UCLA, but no one's on point. But they're able to come back. Jet had only managed to pick up 1 kill, but the rotations from UCLA are a lot cleaner, and they're able to out-rotate essentially the entirety of OCC right here, and now they're back into a quarter. Essentially, they can't fight back, and there's gonna be 3-2 picks. Beautiful adapting right here from the side of UCLA, understanding over here, and they're just okay.
A poor play from this Baptiste, as unfortunately he's just going to be delayed even longer. They're just chaotically playing all over the left field right now.
Yeah, Kyo didn't really need to. You essentially stalled it right there for your team. Didn't really need to go for that. Unfortunately, that was pretty bad. I mean, there's still time on the clock. There's still a minute, but like, you know, this next team fight can get very, very dicey, especially when an amplification matrix comes in and you melt the Reinhardt right now. And it's gonna be very dangerous. We still have some time on the clock though, unfortunately. We still have some ultimates up. We're coming in close to the Deadeye. We're coming close to the Bongo. We almost have Gravitic Flux up. For Hubber on the other side, we still have Amplification Matrix. We do have Pulse Bomb. Slayer is dancing around the point. He's trying to force something. They are aware. Flashbang's out though.
Flashbang's out, but unfortunately he does miss the pulse bomb, and he's trying to go in for a little bit of a cheeky play.
Oh god, UCLA are playing a bit more carefully.
He's gonna get caught out, unfortunately, but it looks like he comes out with the slice, and they're starting to contest point. No one's gonna do anything about it.
But died though. They left him alone though.
And it looks like it's gonna be a double kill for it. It's gonna be a double kill for Tentacles.
It's gonna take a miracle to save him at this point. Jet gets another kill, and this will be game right here. There's not enough bodies on the field right now. They're all coming down.
The ultimate coming in attack. Vice gonna secure a kill. Has a lot of Hickory going.
And Salty's just going too low. Unfortunately, it's too late. They left.
Ball coming in as well. It's gonna be able to contest his point long enough, but it looks like he won't, as he's just getting annihilated.
They left Johnny alone for way too long, and that was enough time right there for OCC to respond to it and pick him off. So without that front line, that will be game for the favor of OCC.
Congratulations to OCC as they take the second game of Overwatch for tonight.
Revenge for the league team.
Play of the game.
And it will be a Soldier 76 play of the game. Euphoria having a really good game today. Very big game indeed. Everyone played a good game today. Overall, Soldier not my strongest picks, but even then, in the right hands, Soldier can still be pretty decent. Not gonna say good.
Decent, but as many people say, they like to ban Soldier. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight, everyone. We're gonna take a quick break before we say our goodbyes. And I am your host, Admiral, and this is Infamous. And this amazing cameraman that we have today is Santos. So say goodbyes, everyone, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has concluded Amplified 1.0, our first event of the year. We're very proud about this and was something excited much about it. So we'd like to give a big thanks to everyone who's been a partner with us. We'd like to give a big thanks to Gam Diaz for being a partner with us. We also like to thank iBuyPower for giving us, or allowing us, or supporting us by allowing us to borrow their PCs. We also like to thank. We would also like to thank UCLA. We also like to thank OCC. We also like to thank CSUM for coming down and participating with us. We'd like to thank both their Overwatch and League of Legends team, and we want to give a big shout out to Isaac for being such an important part in this and helping us with the lights. Because without this man, without this amazing man, we wouldn't have this great light show that we have. And the next time in the summer when we do this event, we all recommend that you all come down and check this out. So this is a good night for me, and this is a good night from you, Infamous.
Thank you very much. I appreciate my.
See you on the next one.
Later.